Hey, you guys, I got a banger here from Kevin Samuels. Check out the video, and I will be stepping in also to give my opinion as well.
Women more cut out to be side chicks or wives?
Can you define the modern woman?
Everything that's not like your grandma or your great grandma.
I think we can be wifey material depending on who, we're involved with. You can't expect us to be wifey material for someone that doesn't deserve it.
Automatically wrong.
Okay.
It's conditional femininity.
Conditional. I don't think so.
Hold on. No. Conditional. See, a woman who's feminine is feminine, regardless if the man around her is trying to marry her or he's just the guy who's delivering her groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and Kevin is right on that. So welcome to the channel, Red Pill Therapy with Dr. Tony. Looking at that part about femininity, is it conditional? No, it's not conditional. You either are or you're not. So you hear a lot of these women talking about, hey, I'll be feminine for the right man. That's BS. I would not even listen to that. But let's continue here.
I don't know where you ladies get off talking about, well, I can act right for the right man. You need to act right for the men who built the world that you live in.
That's right.
Because we're all the right men.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you just need to act better for the one that's taking care of you.
Or just not act for them at all. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So I think what I'm trying to say is that, you can't give your best to someone that doesn't deserve it. So you expect me to give my all and give my best to someone?
I expect you to appreciate the men that built the world around you, that allow you to be able to live in a first world country. The entitlement you guys have.
Right.
Well, what about the women? What about the women that built that, though?
Women are bullshit compared to men.
You know what I'm saying? Like the women.
Look, I'm trying to help you.
No, I know.
The women haven't built shit. Name me 5 great female inventors. I'll give you one. Okay. Madame Curie. Go.
What I'm trying to say
women
is
don't
that
build nothing.
Women they delivered us. They built life.
A dog can shit out mutts. Mm-hmm. Giving birth does not make you special.
A female dog, though.
It doesn't make you special. A bitch.
It's a bodily function.
It doesn't make. See, that's the thing. The ability to give birth doesn't make you special. It just.
So notice with this woman here, she's obviously a pretty woman. She's getting by on her looks in life. And really, that's all she needs. She doesn't have to be intelligent because she's clearly not. When posed with a question about what women have created other than Madame Curie, what other inventors are out there, she can't come up with nothing. No one. Oh, we can give birth. It always comes back to that. Look, every species out there of animals can give birth. You're no more special than the rest. And just because you can give birth, if there wasn't the male seed, you wouldn't be giving birth, period. So that's another thing. So let's continue to check it out.
This means your womb works.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I don't even think I can.
Why the fuck why do women often talk about it's not easy?
That's the
this is the whole thing. This is this modern feminist bullshit. Y'all expect men to go out and conquer the world, and then you want to, I'll decide to be nice to this man. I'll decide.
No, I never said be nice or not.
Look,
obviously you should be nice to all people.
No, you said I should give my best to all men. Then guess what? That's cool. So if you getting done up out on a bus, on the subway somewhere, then all the men should just say nothing because they're not yours, right?
I didn't say no. Don't say nothing. You can be cordial and say hello and treat people like human beings.
But treating people like human beings. Do you say that most women today treat men with respect, like human beings?
Nope.
I would say so. Yeah, I think actually it's the opposite.
No,
to me, it seems
how long have you been watching my program?
Like tonight.
Period. How long have you watched my platform?
Not very much. I don't go on social media like that.
Well, then I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't be more wrong. I got an entire show of women. Go back and watch a broadcast about women complaining about even just smiling at men.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can't speak on behalf of those people.
Well, that's the world.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say is that in our current time, I think men are more of the problem.
Of course, they always think men are the problem. That just shows you the accountability that women don't have. And I can tell you some years ago, yeah, I'm going to give you some back in the day stories because I'm up there in age a little bit. So, women were more accountable back in the day. And when I say back in the day, 20, 25 years ago. But society has taken the reins off of a lot of Western women, period, and kind of lets them do what they want. And therefore, there's no incentive to mature. And as long as they have some kind of looks like this one, not the most glamorous or gorgeous girl in the world, but good enough to get what she wants based off of her looks. That's all she needs. So let's keep going, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave your comments on this. Hey, this man is still the Godfather. Okay, and stay to the end. I want you to see what happens here.
Of course, most feminists do. What's the problem with men?
In our modern society?
You mean the world? Yeah. What else world are you going to talk
I
about?
think that they personally lack respect for women.
And why should you be respected?
Why we should be respected? I think that we put up with more than we should.
No. Why should women
and we should be valued.
Hold on.
We're not.
You could tell, you guys, she doesn't have an answer or an argument for these questions, very basic questions that the Godfather asked here. She repeats the question, and she looks up like the answer is somewhere up there. So there's so many dead giveaways that this woman has no idea of what she's talking about.
As valued.
Why should
oh my
you
God,
be
I feel like all these
respected?
people about to come for me right now.
No, don't worry about all these people. You're talking to me. Why should you be respected, and why should you be valued?
Me personally? Or are you asking me to speak on behalf of women?
Well, you said you don't think men respect women, and women should be respected and valued.
Because, if you look at the dating culture, first of all, the way that the dating culture is
This is
now,
too easy.
Men are less likely to commit to a woman. They believe.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Maybe social media plays a factor, and people having
chivalry's dead because women killed it.
Yep.
Like it or not, here's the thing. You need to actually tune into the world and get out of your bubble. Because
I'm
like it or
in a
not,
bubble.
Yeah, you are, because I guarantee you, go into the comment section, you'll even have the women telling you don't know what you're talking about.
Tear her up.
If they want to come up here and speak.
No, you don't invite people to my platform.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
You may be cute to other people.
I'm not trying to represent every woman on.
Well, but you're talking about women should get respect. No, if you're going to say women should get respect, then you should submit to all men.
Can't do that.
I don't think I should submit to all men.
Well, and then a woman should not get respect and value. You're just another person. You earn.
First of all, I think all humans should be.
Well, that's a nice utopian concept.
Okay.
But the bottom line today, the reason the dating market is the way it is today, is because women have abused the free market system. Mm-hmm. You don't see your grandmother, your great grandmother's generation didn't have the problems modern women had. You're the most educated, the freest, the most liberated group of women that ever lived, and you're the most unhappy at all. Why? Because one, nuclear rejections, so entitled. In college today, the average man sitting in college with a woman knows that woman wants a man making six figures. They can't even date because today young women don't want men who are making average money. When's the last time you dated a man making less than $50,000?
I don't really ask people how much money they make.
Mm-hmm. Who can get? You know why you don't have to? Because they got enough.
Yeah. But that's also because, now we live in a time where you kind of need to have more to live.
So just to break it down a bit more in the middle of this video here, This woman is just a prime example of a woman that, has her looks going for her, and that's all she really needs. Okay, so basically, with women, the maturity generally comes to a screeching halt when they see that little boys, and it happens that early, will do stuff for them when they, start to, when little boys start to like them. Okay, they see they can manipulate boys, they can manipulate men, they can manipulate the system. Everything is about manipulation, not with all women, but with many of them, okay? And these are some stark realities that a lot of women I know will not want to understand. And a lot of guys, a lot of simps out there, they won't get it either, and I don't care about what they think. Well, really, what anyone thinks. But I'm just trying to put some stark realities out there. Her incentive, this woman's incentive to, like Kevin said, get out of her own little bubble. There is no incentive for her to get out of her bubble. Everything she needs in this life is self contained in that bubble. But what she will see down the line, maybe this woman is in her, maybe her 30s or something like that, early mid 30s, I don't know. But that bubble's going to burst at some point when she gets older. Yeah, there'll always be dudes to smash her. That's going to be a constant these days. I mean, guys, they'll smash anything. She'll be 80 and still get smashed if she wanted to be, but that's not what she wants. We all know what this woman is going to want: the highest of high value men to settle down with, and by the time she wants to choose someone, her time, the train will have passed her by. The time would have passed her by. There'll be a new crop of 18-year-olds out. Should come out every day. So this woman is just really devoid of reality, and Kevin is really trying his best to make her see some kind of reality, but she just will not. She just will not see it. Okay, let's continue on, guys.
Certain type of life,
Guys,
right? Like 50,000 now is different than obviously what 50,000.
You can't make this
back
shit up.
then.
No, what you need
Yeah.
is two incomes.
Mm-hmm.
See, black people have never had a lot of money, but the fact that I just asked you a question and you answered it the way you did shows that you don't know what the hell's going on. Mm-hmm. You don't worry about, you don't have to ask the guy the kind of money he has, because the men you typically date are older and have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, in general,
But my point is, men your age wouldn't have stand a chance with you because most don't have money.
Yep. That's where it starts and ends.
Thank
Money.
you.
right. But to each their own. Everyone is different. I think that
each is everybody's different. We're more alike than anything else. And the bottom line is this: would you like to be married one day?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be submissive and obedient to your husband? There she goes. You can't make this shit up, people.
Tell him, Kevin.
You can't make it up.
Lay it on him.
What you just saw was the outgrowth of this modern, womanist, feminist ideal. You want everything. You don't know what the world costs. And that is why most women cannot respect men. They do not understand what it costs to build the world that they inhabit, like butter won't melt in their mouth.
Yeah, so again, I'm going to help sum it up also with Kevin there. That's what I was saying earlier. Wait until the end. So this woman, I don't see where Kevin was grilling her or asking her anything too difficult. This woman is someone who has never been told no. She gets her way. She gets what she wants, and that's it. So once again, she's lived in this bubble that is always going to give her what she wants. So she thinks, not for her whole life, but for right now, she's at the pinnacle of her life, getting everything she wants from people, never being told no. And that bubble's going to burst. And not that I wish it on her, but that's just the natural progression of things. It's too bad Kevin's not with us anymore. I wish this guy would have gone. He was so good. He could have gone mainstream and everything. But, they always take the good ones from us. But, Kevin's spirit does live on. So this is just another great example of Kevin Samuels, how he just systematically would just kill him with logic. And this logic to a lot of these women like this one, it's straight up kryptonite. Okay? So let this type of woman be a barometer or be an example of really what to look out for. Okay, so hey, you can have all the money, the swag, the riz, the fame, or whatever. You know, you get with one of these people, they can become an apex predator. You know, and shout out to Coach Greg Adams, apex predator. Okay, she could be one of those, target it on you and just take what you got. It's all fun and games until divorce or breakups or allegations come. That's the very kind of person that would do it too. So, gentlemen, just live your lives, your health, your wealth, your career, your happiness, your purpose. Start with those things first. Notice I just didn't even mention women. That comes last. And they are a benefit or byproduct of when you're on your game in life. Then they just show up. Chase those first things that I was telling you about and do not chase women. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for being here. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right? And we'll see you in the next one, guys.